Okay, I will discuss it now here. The questions from unit test number 1. Okay.
Marks नाही पाठवत.
Yes. Okay, so for marks, just give me a minute. Okay, so marks are available in your email ID, the email ID which you have provided for the for filling this unit test 1 exam form. Okay, so check your email IDs. You got your score out of 20. Okay, so now we will discuss the question one by one. The first question was was who invented the C programming language, and the options given like Charles Babbage, then Graham Bell, Dennis Rich, and Steve Jobs. Uh, in the discussion, we have gone through this question. So, C language is developed by Dennis Ritchie in yes AT&T Labs 1972. Correct. So the answer of this question is Dennis Rich. Then next question, C language is a successor to which language? It means which was the previous language when while C comes into the existence. So it starts with B language. So we know there are the languages like Fortran, and after C there is a language D. Okay, but before this C language we are having BPCL. Okay, if you have gone through the notes, so you may find this language. Okay, so the correct option is B language. C is which level language? So, like most of the time, when there is an explanation about like converting the program into the machine understandable language, that is like from high level language to low level language. So, you may have heard about like C is the high level language. Okay, low level language, that means it relates with your machine level language. Machine in the sense the system knows only 0 and 1. Okay, it don't understand whatever written on the screen because it is in the form of like human readable. If the language which understands or which is read by the human, we call it as a high level language. Okay, and the compiler, the job of compiler is what? Convert those high level language to the system language, or you can say the machine language, which is in the form of zeros and ones. So if the language is in the form of zeros and one, we call it as a low level language. And like a human readable language, we call it as a high level language. Okay. In the next, which program output hello world? Okay, so you have given with the programs void main. Okay, I will go to the question number 4. Yes, which program output hello world? So the programs are given to you. The first option is void main, scanf, hello world, and it follows the syntax. It ends with semicolon and close curly bracket. Then second option is void main, again printf, hello world, as it follows the syntax. Third, print and scan. See, we don't have print and scan functions in the stdio.h header file. Okay, so these last two options will not be correct. We have scanf and we have printf function. Okay, but scanf is used for reading the values and printf is used for output the values. Okay, so the answer is second option. Okay, this is the second option answer. You can find it here. Next, C is dash type of programming language. So object oriented, procedural, Bit level language, none of these. Object oriented is C++. Okay, where you find like the class, or you can say the methods can be accessed with objects. Okay, but in the C programming we don't have any objects. Okay, the step by step the code is or instructions are going to be executed as the user has provided, okay, in the sequence. So we call C as a procedural type of programming language. Next, a C program is a combination of statement, functions, variables, and all of these. So we have seen in the definition of program, or we can say in the definition of identifiers. So the name of function variable is nothing but the identifier, and your program is including identifier as well as the statements as well as like the calculation part. Okay, so if you like combine all those words, you may find statement, functions, and variable. So the option will be all of these. Okay, so maybe some of you in a hurry directly have clicked here on the statement. So there are three response for this statement and one response for the variable. Okay, don't make hurry for submitting the questions. You should go through all the options and then decide which is the correct option. Okay, at a very first glance, yes, you may find statement is the correct answer and you are not going with other option. Okay, so if such things are happen with these three students, then you need to be correct, you need to be patient, you need to read all those options first and then decide which is the correct one. Okay, now the next question, choose correct answer. The question is for 2 marks. Okay. For this, I will move to again the question here. Okay. Choose correct answer. And this is for 2 marks. So what is the question? Here I have given one program, hash include stdio.h. Okay. This is declaration of preprocessor and the header file. Next, the main method is initialized. This is the multi-line command. Okay, slash star, and if you give, if you write any number of line in between and you ends with star slash, so this indicates multi-line command. Sorry, comment. And here the statement used as printf in round brackets, double inverted comma, hello C, and it ends with semicolon. And your main function ends with curly bracket. Okay, now the option is choose correct answer. So options, there are 4 options. Hash include is a preprocessor directive. Yes, it is correct. Second option, stdio.h is a header file with predefined functions like printf and scanf. Yes, it is also correct. Main is mandatory function to be included in every C program. We have seen, right? This is the basic necessity to execute a program. Every program must have main method or main function, okay, to execute the program. As all 3 options are correct, there is a 4th option, all of these. You need to click on the all of this button. Okay, now here 8th option, see for 7th option again, some of you have maybe in a hurry, like first option, yes, it is correct. So in a hurry you may have click on the first option. Main function is mandatory function. Yes, it is correct. Still some of you have three students have clicked here, and out of 131, 124 have gone through all those 4 options. Okay, except these 7 students. So 124 students have gone through all 4 options. Yes. Okay. So don't make hurry, or you can say rush to click or to submit the question paper. Okay. Now, the next question is correct way of commenting a single line is. Now the question is, if I want to make a single line as a comment, that means I don't want to display that single line. So what is the syntax for it? The first is slash star. We know for slash star, it is used for multi-line. Again, it is only, the syntax is also wrong. It is open, but it is not close here. Okay. If you check this third option, it is open and close, but it is multi-line comment. If you check it here, okay, for every single line, there is a slash. Again, single slash is not used for a single line comment. Double line slash, okay, it is used for commenting a single line. Okay, so the correct option is B. Identifier. Okay, next. Ninth question is, an identifier can start with alphabet, it can start with underscore, and we have seen there is one rule in the identifier, right? So identifier will not be start with any number, but you can use number after variable, sorry, after your alphabet or after underscore sign, but it cannot start with, yes, number. Okay, based on this question I have one more question in the exam. Okay, so the answer is both A and B, like first option and second both are true, so both A and B option is correct. Next, find an integer constant. So easily one can answer this question. 3.14 is a float, or you can say the decimal, so it will not be integer constant. 34, it's only the integer value which we can treat as a constant during this option. This double inverted comma ABC is nothing but it's a string constant, and this, as I'm having only 34 as integer constant, so all of this will not be the option. Okay. See, the answer for this question will be 34. Now, next question, find a correct C keyword below. If you have gone through the total, there are total 32 keywords. Okay. So, okay, I will go to the response. I need to check how many of you have given the options. See, find a keyword, find a correct C keyword below. So 24 students have given the break error, 14 students have go to, 3 students have mentioned short error, and 90 students are correct with the default. See, if you have gone through the notes, you will find there is an option like the keyword like break. There is a go to keyword, and there is short keyword. Okay, I will make it small. As point of this keyword, see, the keywords are always in the small letters. First check this condition. Yes, all keywords mentioned in the option are in the small letters, but we don't have break error, ER is not there. Then we don't have any space in between. Okay, the option given to you is like this, go space TO. So if you have selected this go to statement, it is wrong because space is not allowed. Then short is there, it is not short error. Okay, so these three are there, but break error, then space, and here ER, such words are not there in the keyword set. Okay, so it, we have only one option as default. as a correct C keyword. Now here in the next question, find a correct C keyword below: float, int, long, and character. Okay. Now again the same thing is happen here. We have float, we have int also. Yes. What are other? Long and character. Okay. Now if you go through these options clearly, we know identifier are always in the small letters, capital letters, and we also know C programming is a case sensitive language. Okay, our keywords are in the form of small letters. Okay, yes, all are the keywords, but in the option F is capital, I is capital, and L is capital. If you check it clearly, so unfortunately, in a hurry, the 6 students have selected this float. 38 students selected int as but it is a capital, so it is wrong. Again, L is capital, so this is also wrong. So 84 students, they recall their concepts and they got clear answer, correct answer. Okay. Now in 13th question, okay, here in the 13th question, okay, I will move to this question. Yes. Now, what will be the output of following C code? Okay, the question is, what will be the output of the following C code? And it is based on the increment and decrement operator, the concept of increment and decrement operator. Now check, I have made initialization I is equal to 0. Yes, I is equal to 0. Okay, when here it becomes I plus plus, that means I am going to add 1 to the value of I. So 0 plus 1 is 1. In the same, as it is not completed, in the same line I am having again plus I. Now what is the value of I? Is 0. After this statement, the value of I will be 1. Okay, but if there is a same statement, a same calculation, here you need to take the previous value of I, which is 0. So again, 1 plus 0, the answer will be 1. Okay. So again, some of you have made a mistake in this statement also. Now, which is the following is used to terminate the statement? Which is the following is used to terminate the statement? So semicolon, colon, full stop, and star slash. Okay. So I need to check. At least I am expecting no one have made a mistake here. Okay. See, still some of you have made a mistake. Colon will not be the answer. Full stop, we have not, as we are in the programming language, so every statement is terminated with, yes, semicolon. In regular language like any like Hindi, Marathi, English, so their statement ends with full stop. Okay. Then we have star slash. Some of you have written here. So it is used for ending the multiple line comment. Okay, but not statement. The question is asked here for you, the statement. So the answer will be semicolon. Calculation. Next question is, calculation in flowchart is identified by. Yes, we have seen multiple examples. The diamond is used for, yes, condition. right? Yes.
Decision.
Condition or decision. If the condition is true, then we are going to take decision like whether I should go for left hand side or whether I should go for right hand side, or if I'm having any other condition. Okay. Now, for what purpose oval is used?
End or
Start or end.
Yes, start or end. Then arrow is used for, yes, arrow is used for direction or the flow of your program or the flow chart. Okay. And we know the rectangle is used for making calculation. If you like remember the example of addition program. Okay, so there we have written c is equal to a plus b in the rectangle. Okay. Next, 16th question. If a is an integer variable, then calculate the value of a when a is equal to 5 by 2. Now, what will be the answer of this? Answer of this calculation, a is equal to 5 by 2 will be 2.5. We know it. But here a is a integer variable, so it will not consider the answer after decimal point. So whatever before the decimal, okay, I will show you here. A is equal to 5 divided by 2. Okay, this is the question, and the answer will be like 2.5. But now this a is defined as a integer a. So if when you declare the variable is of type integer, it will not, just a minute, it will not consider the answer after the decimal point. So if you remove this, the answer after decimal point, you will get the answer as 2. Okay. So most of you have written the answer, 42 students. They have calculated only the division, but you have not focused here on a is a type of integer variable. Okay. So you need to be more cautious when you are reading the question. Okay. Now next, 17th, what is an identifier in C language? So here the definition of identifier is asked. So what is the definition? We have learned the definition of identifier is a name for function or variable or structure or union. Okay, it is nothing but a name. So as I'm having all of these as an option, so the answer will be all of these. The last question, which of the following is not a valid variable name declaration? Yes. Now, the same question we have seen in a different way. Like an identifier can start with alphabet, underscore, and the number. Okay, here total 114 student given the correct answer. Okay, total 114 students given the correct answer. But when it comes to the declaration point, there is little like misunderstanding. Now check the read the question again. Which of the following is not a valid? That means we need to find out invalid variable name. Okay. Now in above, like we have written the variable name or the identifier name can start with underscore, can start with character, right? But it cannot start with the number. Still many of you have like 14 student have mentioned this as a correct, this is invalid. Though we know it can start with character, also like 12 students have mentioned it is invalid. Though we know it starts with this underscore, so still 15 students again have answered this as a invalid. we know in like above case here, an identifier will not start with number. Okay, still it is given you by the 90 students. So maybe 14, 15 plus 14, 29 student. Though both are the same, though both are the same, still 29 students have made a mistake. Because we know the number can be taken into the name of variable, but not at the first. This three maybe after this underscore or maybe after this a. Okay, it doesn't matter, but it should not be at the start of variable. Okay, so still like the question is same. In the above case I have made it with the wording, and here I have given the exact which we are using in the programming. Okay, so don't be get confused. Okay, so is there any doubt? Is there any doubt with any of the
Sir.
question? Yes.
सर
Yes.
रिझल्टला अजून आलं नाही आम्हाला.
You can do refresh.
केलं सर पण अजून आलं नाही.
केलं सर तरी पण आलं नाही.
रिलीज झाला नाही वाटतं.
No, I have made it release. See, if you have made a wrong email ID, if you have entered,
सर्वच आलं नाही सर.
नाही सर नाही आला.
see here, I have corrected all respondent, and here is the button send emails and release. So I have made it click. Okay, let me check my mobile. Just we'll revise the concept which we learned in the last lecture. Okay, so what will be the answer of this program? Yes, what will be the answer of this program?
Hello world.
Any other answer for this program? Yes. Any other answer? See, we also have written a statement, right? If you have read it very carefully. If result of the logical condition is true or 1, then entire body of if statement get executed. So for you, I have read the statement again. Now check if a is greater than 11. What is the value of a? Is 10. Okay, whether 10 is greater than 11? No. So this statement or the body of if statement will not be get executed. It will be having answer as only hello world. If I run the program, it will give me the result. Okay. Now, so I have made some changes now here in the program. So what will be the answer of this code now? Yes, what will be the answer of this program now? I have made some changes. Now tell me, what is the answer of this program? Yes, anyone?
No answer, sir.
Okay, this is one answer. Yes, any other answer? I will take your answer as first. Yes. Any other student? What is the answer of this program? Any other student? Or should I call any random roll number?
0, sir.
Okay, this is second answer. One is there will not be any answer, and second is 0. Yes, I want third answer. Other than these two, if you have any answer, you can tell me. Any student from the class?
Sir, hello world.
Okay, now, yes, this is the correct answer. I will not ask this student to explain. I will explain it. Okay, now tell. Okay, now look here. In last lecture, we have seen this concept, right? So what concept we have seen? When, if unfortunately I forget to write here curly, open curly bracket, and here the close curly bracket. Okay, open and close curly bracket, it indicates the body of this if function. Okay, are you clear with this? हे समजलंय का तुम्हाला? ओपन आणि कर्ली ब्रॅकेट मध्ये जे काही लिहिणार इफ स्टेटमेंट नंतर, इफ फंक्शन नंतर तुम्ही ओपन आणि कर्ली ब्रॅकेट मध्ये जे काही लिहिणार इट विल बी ट्रीटेड ॲज बॉडी ऑफ इफ स्टेटमेंट. आले का लक्षात? इतकं समजलंय का? हॅलो.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now unfortunately I forget to give or mention the body of if function. That means I have not written here as open and close curly bracket. मग या केस मध्ये तुमचा if स्टेटमेंट नंतर if फंक्शन नंतर जे कुठलंही स्टेटमेंट असेल, एक स्टेटमेंट, it is going to be considered as a part of your if function. ते तुमचा if फंक्शनचाच पार्ट आहे, म्हणजे त्याचे बॉडी ही फक्त ती एक लाईनच आहे. It is going to be treated in this way. Okay, whatever the statements you have written thereafter, it will not be considered as part of your body of this if function. If function नंतर जी next statement असेल, it is considered the body of if function. आणि त्याच्यानंतर जर कुठलं स्टेटमेंट असेल किंवा दुसरा कुठला कॅल्क्युलेशनचा पार्ट असेल, it is not considered, it is not a body of your if statement. Okay, समजलंय का आता? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now check. When I run the program, it will print hello world, because hello world is not considered the body of if function. It is considering only this statement. Okay, आले लक्षात आता? Hello.
Yes.
Yes. Now, if the condition is true, then it will print this value as well as the next, because next is anyway it is going to be print as it's a simple printf statement and it is not under this if function. Okay, हे बरोबर असू देत किंवा चूक असू देत, this is going to be print because it don't have any condition or it don't have any other like limitations. It is only a print statement. पण हे कधी होणार प्रिंट? when the condition is true. If the condition is false, it is not executed. Now I have changed the value here. A is greater than 9. Check, 10 is greater than 9. That means it is true. Okay, हे काय आता true आहे. When the condition is true, it will execute the content from the body, or if I have not mentioned the body, the next immediate statement after this if. Click, it will print 2 lines. Condition is true. Okay, I will make it as next line. Condition is true and hello world. Okay. समजलंय का? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now one more thing. Now tell me what is the answer of this if Okay, now tell me what is the answer of this program? All those points we have discussed in the last lecture. Last lecture, that means on Saturday, the day before yesterday. Now tell me what is the answer of this question or this program?
Condition is true.
Okay. Any other answer?
Condition is true and hello world.
Any other answer? Okay. Now I got two answers. Yes. Any other answer? Any other answer apart from these both
Hello, sir.
answer? Hello.
हा सर ए तिथं दिलंच नाही ग्रेटर देन और लेस देन.
Yes. Still I am asking the answer. Yes. Because we have learned this concept in last lecture, and I have made you to make a note in your notebook. Right? If you remember this, I have given a special hint, special 4-5 lines for this program only. Yes, any answer? Yes, I got two answer. Yes, I'm waiting for third answer. Yes, or if you have any one answer in between, you can tell me. Yes, what is the answer for this program?
Condition is true.
Condition is true. Okay, again, I will not ask you why this is true. Mostly I ask the question, if these things are like if you are given the answer, why this is the answer, why you think this is the answer. Okay, but I will not tell you now. I will not ask you now. Now I will tell you. See, we have made a one note in the last lecture. Except 0. Okay. Except 0, if you have mentioned any integer constant, let's say 3, any decimal constant, any decimal. Okay, not necessary like you need to take the value of pi always. Like this way. Any value except 0, if you have mentioned, okay, only a single value. If, let's say, if I mention 2.1, or okay, if I run the program, any value except 0, if I'm considering in a if function, it is always treated as true value and it returns 1. So when it is the true condition, or when it returns the 1, it will execute this print, the body of if statement. Okay. And if I I will run the program, the condition is true. If I give any value, like now I will give integer value, the condition is true. Now I will give like a character constant. Character constant, that means in a single quote. You may check. Now I will give double inverted comma, that means string constant. Let's say ABC will be the string. String is nothing but collection of characters. So I have written ABC in double quote as a string value. If I give the value here as 0, check if if the result of logical condition is false or 0, so it will return the else. आलं लक्षात? So okay, so with this we'll stop here.